Know your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths, lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation, for you I my eyes to the hills, from where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. Help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. Help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. The Lord will keep.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead. Welcome to Sunday night.
Live.
It is live. Even
Not right
though
this second, but it will be.
this was pre-recorded,
Yeah.
but we were talking tonight about the ramifications of what digital currency will actually do. Cryptocurrency as your money, replacing of the physical dollarino.
Yeah.
What are all the dollar, euphemisms that you can think of?
Pesos.
Bucks,
But pesos is Mexican.
bucks,
But bucks and
dinero.
see that it's,
Type in the screen your favorite dollar reference just to say hi, hit the thumbs up.
yep.
But yeah, we got trouble, my friends.
Right here in River City.
Starts with a D and that rhymes with something, and that stands for bad. Well, good evening, everybody. Perfect timing.
I know.
I literally told you I'm clicking the button.
I was yawning.
And she goes, I said, well, sister, that's on you,
Going
baby.
live. Sorry.
Going live,
Just had
clicking
to
the
deal with
button.
it.
Clicking the button. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. I'm Brad.
And I'm Christa.
The Big Family Homestead. Yeah, you can tell high production quality value here. Yeah, we're just regular normies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tonight we're going to talk about a subject that will most certainly affect us all. As long as you're still breathing, it will affect you.
Yeah.
Or gasping. Or yawning.
Yeah.
It will still affect you. And so the digital dollar, folks. And let me ask you something real quick before we even start. First of all, it's a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Make comments, be a part of the conversation. You never know. Tonight could be the night that your comment was the exact comment that sparked off the exact right set of events that people would go, hey, this is what I think about this, and that's the path forward.
Right.
So the digital dollar, let's start with this. Who thinks it's a good idea to go completely without any kind of, tangible in my hands currency? Who thinks cashless is the way to go? Now, keep in mind, this is different than a credit card. Mm-hmm. I'm saying zero, nothing, nada,
dollars.
Zip, no dollars, no soy my dinero. Anybody? What do you think? Cashless? No.
No.
Well, Lisa says
no. Meg says no.
I guess you guys are not in the mood to type tonight.
No. Or that, or there's
no
just
typey.
Don't tempt me. Nice, Doug.
Don't tempt me, bro. Yeah, Tanya,
Nope.
What'd she say?
Tanya says nope, no cash, no business for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
My husband will not adjust our 401k. We're about to lose 30 to 50%. Oh, yeah, on
Of
the
your
401k.
401k.
Ouch.
Ouchies.
Putting in God's hands.
Yeah.
Hey, we're praying for you.
Mm-hmm.
We are praying for you. What's Tammy say there?
Tammy says not a good idea at all. Short Pants Bee Farms says I refuse to use cards. Lax no. Wyoming says if you want to be tracked and told what you can or cannot buy, it's a good idea.
We're going to talk about all of those things tonight. John says one single word rhymes with control for 400. Trebek.
Yes. What is
control?
What is the digital dollar?
What is there you go. You said it in the form of a question.
Yep. That's how you play Jeopardy.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, only 1/3 of you have clicked the thumbs up. Please do that so we can get more folks in the chat.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that a lot of people are going, no, this is not a good idea. However, to be fair, this would be our crowd of people who are like-minded. And so let's see if we can come up with some good ideas for a cashless society.
I think I may know one. It's so that, and actually I did read this, I didn't come up with this on my own, that businesses will get their payment immediately. Instead of having to wait, they'll get in, because when you do a credit card thing, you have to wait to get your payment. Where if you're using digital dollar or cashless society, they get their payment instantly. Yeah.
Why can't they do that now?
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's called cash.
No,
man.
wait, no, hold on a sec. No, what I'm suggesting is banks transfer money instantly.
Oh, instantly for them. Not instantly for us.
So it can be done.
It can be done. They just don't want to do that because in that time that it takes for the bank to transfer it from one to another, they're using it for financing things, and they're using that interest that's building on that $1 billion that's getting transferred.
Well, it doesn't help that we have a fractional reserve lending system.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Just pay no attention to the hand that's over here because I'm.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
So it can be done. They just don't want to,
Right.
especially since, well, they transfer money between themselves all the time without any problem at all. Hey, Patricia,
Thank you,
that is
Patricia.
very, very
Thank you very much.
gratefully and
That's so
thankfully
cute.
received. So if they can do that, what would be a good plus of a digital currency? I can give you one.
Okay.
Convenience.
Oh yeah.
Straight up convenience.
Sure.
To be honest, let's be honest.
Right. I saw a clip of a video where this woman, she paid at Whole Foods with her hand.
Well, that was goofy.
Of course it was goofy. And I would never do that.
She's like,
I would
look at this wonder of modern technology. Bleep.
Okay, great. I still will never get a chip in my hand so that I can pay a bill or pay for groceries.
It's just really funny though, because the trauma and horror of having to pull out a card to go bleep instead of going bleep.
Right.
What in the world, people? So convenience, to be truthful, because then, you'd have to be pretty brutal if you wanted to steal somebody's money, because part of them's got to go with.
Yeah.
And somebody might notice if you're like trying to pay for cookies at the gas station and you pull out someone's appendage.
Somebody else's hand.
Bleep. Pay no attention. I mean, makes for interesting table conversation.
Sure. Oh,
so
sure.
today, Martha, I was paying for my gas, and the strangest thing happened. Let me tell you. Right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. That's funny. Yes.
So convenience.
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. 3 fingers. Yep. The mark.
The chip, the mark. I do want to talk about that, because I think that as believers, there's some misunderstandings when it comes to the biblical understanding of that.
Sure.
But let's talk about both sides. You make up your own mind. Let's talk about one of the big things that, so honestly, I cannot think of any other upside other than convenience. Let's go through, how about this? Let's go through some of the possible downsides, and then we'll see if you guys change your mind and flip at the end and go, no, there are upsides. Here we go. Okay. Central bank digital currency is the same thing. That's what, yes, John,
Yeah.
that is what we're talking about. Okay. So here we go with the first idea, then we're going to chat about it. Thing that the digital dollar is sure to do and is actually designed to do, and the air quotes powers that be want to have happen, is there will be zero anonymity anymore. Let's say that you want to purchase a thing, and you want it to be a secret for whatever reason. Maybe you just don't want Google knowing what you're buying.
Right.
It's just as simple as that. Every transaction will be recorded, and that database will be monitored as it's already set up to do. I mean, talk about, like, let's say even barter stuff. Like, we got lemon balm right here.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't trade this for something else.
Because legally.
Right, legally, you have to pay tax on that.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Right. Like, we couldn't trade plants. Say one friend has a bunch of lettuce plants. I couldn't trade him for cheese for those lettuce plants legally.
Right. Now, I know that a lot of you guys are going, I don't care. And truth.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking
I don't know what you're talking about.
No clue. I would always obey every law.
Yes.
Anyway, anonymity will be gone because every transaction you make will be monitored. And here's a problem with anonymity, guys. What if, and we've actually seen this in lots of places all over the globe already, that some kind of crisis happens and they say, well, you can't buy this because we need this commodity over here to combat this crisis. And poof, you can't buy things. Here's a for instance. Let's say that you typically buy a lawn tractor every 10 years. Okay, for maybe you got a couple acres of land, or I don't care, push mower, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it's time to buy a new one. Well, they say, well, the global warming green thing has told us, the machine has said, you're not green enough. And therefore, all these purchases, no anonymity, all these purchases you've made for your chickens and your cows and your this and your that, not good enough. You're bad. You're naughty. No tractor for you.
Right.
Think about where that goes. Since this is live. Okay, folks, there's the first of the 3 big topics. And this is going to spiral into a lot of topics. I know it will. But anonymity, barter, things you buy, everybody's going to know. If you guys know how blockchain works,
I honestly have never heard of it.
that's Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay. There is a transaction. When a transaction happens, now I'm not going to get into the whole everything of Bitcoin, but here's one of the attributes of Bitcoin, which is a digital currency, is that every transaction is recorded into the actual math problem that is Bitcoin.
Okay.
So no matter what you do, your transaction is recorded.
Okay.
That's one of the big things that they really want done, is the ability to track everything. Because then think about it. Let's play maniacal evil genius taxation governing system. And they say, well, geez, oh, Pete's, we keep spending more money than we actually have coming in. So how do we get more money from those peons that have to pay it to us? Well, I got an idea. How do we tax everything? I mean, everything.
Oh, and they have. Except for food.
Like barter.
So far, they are not taxing food.
Oh, so far.
So far, right.
But how do you get more money out of them? Well, you can track absolutely every transaction. And wouldn't it be better if you didn't even have to fill out one of those pesky IRS forms? What if it just was automatically tabulated for you? You following me now?
Oh, I'm following you. Oh,
you got to think past the next thing.
Yeah.
Because so that way you don't have to fill out taxes anymore. No more taxi for you. It's just automatically deducted.
Anymore? No more 1040s.
But it's automatically deducted. Think about it.
I get you. I'm tracking. So yeah, it's
okay.
It's that word that rhymes with control for 600 Trebek.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But there's some cool names here that I haven't seen before. By the way, the Equipment Explorer. That sounds fun. And dude, he's got a serious I'm a rock star
serious beard going.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're sane, because I like your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Hey man, just messing around.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, Eric, guess where we're going later? Eric is talking about 15-minute cities, and we're going to go there later.
Yep.
But think about it, guys. From their perspective, the people who are in control, wouldn't it be great if you could just automatically get a bunch of money out of the people that are under you, and you don't really have to do anything, and they can't really fight, because if they don't have your digital currency, you can't buy food. What would it be like? What would it be like if all of a sudden you were doing something that was not on the approved list, and they said, not until you correct your behavior, then we'll give you access back to your credits or dollars or whatever they want to
say, Republic credits are no good here. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Tiki boom.
Mhm.
Tiki boom. Yeah, Rhonda. How about it, Wyoming? What? You don't like me reading the names? Come on, Eric.
No. It's so funny.
If you're not going to laugh, you might as well cry.
And that's, yeah, I can feel my blood pressure starting to rise. Because it's you can see the writing on the wall. You can see where it's going.
I know I can see the writing on the wall.
I can.
That
right
one
there.
took a long time to
Oop,
earn.
oop.
That one.
That one, yeah.
That one was a number 5.
Yeah.
That one was a number 3. It was a good song. It was a good song. God is good. Let me hear you say.
All the time.
I didn't look like this then. Point is, guys, it's going to basically enable them to track every purchase, unless it's barter, which depends on your state, but most states you're supposed to report any kind of profit off of barter.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys remember, I think it was last week, I got into a hot little, be in my bonnet video because of the fact that I buy and sell equipment, musical equipment from time to time. And the service that I use is called reverb.com. And now if I sell something anybody buys or sells anything used, they force you to pay tax to them, regardless of what state you live in. Mm-hmm. And then they hold that tax money and give it to the powers that be on used equipment. Let that sink in. Yep. Somebody already paid the tax on that doodad. Could be 1, 2, 5, 10 times. So, Brad, Scout's Honor, this is what I did. And I'm probably on some watch lists.
Oh, I think we're already on those watch lists.
Okay. I was encouraging you guys, call your Congress people, call your senators, call the people that's in charge. And did anybody do it? Did anybody do it? Because I did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I wasn't mad at him, but I was not letting him off the hook.
Right. No, yeah.
Poor Josh. Josh was the intern.
Poor Josh? No, he chose to work there, so no.
Josh was the intern I spoke the most to.
Sure.
He kept trying to get me off the phone.
And push him off to somebody else.
We need you to talk to the communications department.
Here's so-and-so's email that no. Mm-mm.
So it basically went down like this. I called my local representative, and all I wanted to know was, do you support double taxation? So somebody buys a thing and then it's sold as used, and now we have to pay tax on that. Do you support that? That's all I wanted to know.
Right.
All I wanted to know. Jeez. And poor Josh, I wasn't letting him off the hook.
No.
I was talking to him. I was like, dude, I just want to know this simple thing. And okay, so first of all, they kept trying to kick me to the curb. Well, you need to talk to our communications department. I'm like, why? He's in the office. He's right there. He's probably telling you, I don't want to talk to this guy. Yeah, and I reminded him politely, you work for us. Uh-huh.
Yeah, not the other way around.
And then I gotta go. And so what I do, I didn't stop there. I started calling further down. The next one on the list. The next one on the list. The next one on the list. And I did this for you, Patricia. Mm-hmm. I did this for you, John Zeckerly. M. Hammer. Oh, he is too legit to quit. Crafting.
Not MC Hammer. It's just M. Hammer.
Oh, glasses. Sorry. Phoebe. Well, she's Canadian. Point being, I started calling and I took time and I wanted to be able to honestly and truthfully tell you, this is what I encountered. Mm-hmm. Oddly, no one wanted to talk to me.
No. Only the person local here.
Well, I was getting
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you already said it.
No, all the Washington people. No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you did. You said you talked to somebody local.
I didn't remember saying that.
I know. It's okay.
We'll go back and watch it later.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
I had to get all the way down to our county, a county north of us, to the just sweet old lady treasurer of the county.
Yeah.
And I just said, okay, I've been down this list and I've got a simple question. Why do we pay double tax? She goes, I know. And I was like, yes, finally got somebody who's actually being real.
Well, and was not of the party affiliation we would think. Right?
Let's just say that without getting too political, the letter that usually resides in front of someone's name, who usually means I don't care about the people and tax everybody and we'll just act like we care about everybody. That was not her attitude, and it was awesome.
Right.
The letter in front of her name didn't mean anything.
No.
And I talked with this woman for a good half hour, and she said, I've been asking that question for 25 years, and nobody wants to answer me.
Goodness. Oh, goodness.
So there's question number one, guys. What happens when every transaction is completely tracked, recorded, and they automatically tax you? Once, twice, 3 times taxation. And I love, what was that guy? He was in the Commodores. Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Except I don't sound anything like him. Here's video 2.
The big things that a digital currency will do, if all of your dollars, your paper dollars, are gone, and it's just literally zeros and ones on a screen somewhere, don't you think that it would be easy to manipulate people's behaviors in terms of control? Because if all of a sudden they say, oh my gosh, there's a terrible thing happening over here, then they will eliminate your ability to buy those things.
Right. And they'll just basically reroute those dollars somewhere else. Digitally, yes. And think about, you guys have, if you have a bank account, if you've had bank accounts, think about how many times the bank has made mistakes. Oh, well, sorry, that's what it says.
There's no person, sorry, go ahead.
This is what your bank account says. Sorry, you're missing $20,000.
Somebody forgot to type a 0, and now the computer believes that that's right.
Exactly. So, and that's human error, but I can
Who are you gonna argue with?
easily being done digitally. So.
Well, and we're getting ready to, since this is live again, let's talk about what happens if you get like a ticket or a tax assessment that's not fair. Do they just take the money straight out of your bank?
Yes, actually. And in a very large country over in Asia, they are doing that. If you are caught speeding, they automatically deduct that amount for the ticket from your bank account.
Well, let's talk about what that means for us, because there are plenty of places in the United States right now where if you drive on a road, it's just automatically deducted. But what would it be like if all of a sudden you got a tax bill, it was the wrong tax bill?
Yeah. Well, we have gotten toll bills when we've never been on that road.
Alrighty, folks, let's talk about control.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, let me see if I can rephrase this. Hey, Emery, have you heard about 15-minute cities? What about you, Deborah? John Zeckerly, have you, and Barn Geek, certainly, you are well-versed in 15-minute cities. Kiwi Traveler, how about you? Control.
Yep. I think a lot of folks have heard about these 15-minute cities. And that's how they're going to be able to control what you eat, what you do for a job, what you
Where
buy,
you can travel.
Where you can travel.
How you can travel.
Where you can go to church, if you can go to church.
Well, you can go to certain churches as long as there's lots and lots of color out front.
Ew. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the scoop, guys. It is about control. This portion of it, because again, think about it like this: if you're the overlord, wouldn't it be really great if you could keep your subjects in little pockets where they'll still do what you want, they'll still pay up, you still have complete 100% ability to manipulate them and force them to do what you want, because all you have to do is turn off their credit system purchasing power, right?
Right.
Well, so what would that be like, guys, if you decided, well, I really want to go visit my dad in Florida, but I live in Wisconsin, and nowhere around here is 15 minutes. You can't.
No.
You can't go anywhere. It takes us 40 minutes to drive to Walmart. Drive on a highway for most of the way.
Right, exactly. So we use too many carbon credits. So no, you can't drive to Florida because we'll shut your car off and shut your credit off, or your digital wallet off, and you can't go anywhere. I actually read an article about this gentleman who lived in Canada, and he bought a Ford truck, the electric.
Oh, this is funny.
The electric truck.
It's sad and funny. Sorry.
It's really sad. Okay, so he bought this electric truck, and he paid $115,000 Canada money. Okay, so that's equivalent to $85,000 US dollars. $85,000 for a truck, folks. Okay, sorry. Let's move past that. Well, he was driving from, I think it was Winnipeg to Chicago. Well, he got to his first destination, I think in North Dakota. I think it was Fargo, actually, and was able to charge his vehicle. It was a pretty much brand new vehicle. It was able to charge it to only 90% in 2 hours. Okay. Then he drove to his next destination in Minnesota and found a charging station. It was broken. Had to drive to another one. It was broken. He had 12 miles left on his battery and had to call a tow truck and have it towed to a Ford dealership.
With fossil fuels.
Then, yeah, exactly. Then he rented a Toyota, a gas-powered car, so that he could get to it was a business trip, so he could get to Chicago. This is nuts. And this is not the first time I'm hearing this. This is a very common thing. This is why they want you in 15-minute cities, so that you can just take public transportation, or you can walk within 15 minutes of the grocery store or church or wherever.
Yeah. It's easier to control a people. Yeah. Okay. So control is a real big issue. And we could go a million different directions with that, but just keep in mind that how much would an average family do for food and water and entertainment and protection if the only way you could get it is by doing what Big Brother said?
Right.
How many people do you think would step in line? Here's a question. Here's actually, I see that M Hammer. That's hilarious.
I'm not. Yes, I agree with that comment. But that's not what I'm laughing about.
I don't understand.
It's what you were saying.
Oh, how much would they do?
How many people would comply?
Well, let's rephrase the question then.
Let's go back to 3 years ago.
Well, they say that, the Revolutionary War was actually fought between 3 to almost like 9-ish% of the population active.
Wow.
Not everybody. And most people think it's lower than that. Most people say around 7 would be the high percent, right?
Right.
So the question I have then is, out of the people that are here in the country, not necessarily our group, because I think our group, the percentage would be higher. How much of the country do you think would say, I'm happy with just basic rations, they pay my bill, I don't really have to do much. I come home, I plug my face into virtual reality, I go to bye-bye land, and I don't care outside of that. And I'm willing to do whatever it is that the government tells me I am supposed to do. How big of a percentage of the population do you think that would be? Just a guess, guys. What would your guess be? Because I think it's probably a lot higher than people would want to say, because how many people are willing to trade off convenience for just about anything? Eric's pretty high.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Three Fingers says 40%. That's pretty low in my mind.
Yeah.
Mateus says 99. Shervin 60. I'm solid at probably a good 65, 70. 65, 70.
Let's just go back to what happened a few years back. How many people complied that said, "Oh, I'll never comply. I'll never."
And they did right away. Once people were threatened without being able to go to Walmart. Oh, well, yeah, no.
We have to buy groceries.
No. Here's my favorite. It's for the children. It's for the children. We gotta make sure that we're complying so we can. I mean, really, it was so they could go to Walmart. But no, it's for the children. It was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody talked a big game until it was all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Video number 3. Bam.
Talking about a digital currency where there's no paper, there's no physical involved. It's just crypto. It's encrypted money, digital zeros and ones on a screen. One of the things that can happen really, really quickly is that the powers that be, air quotes, powers that be, they have absolute secrecy to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really follow the money unless your hacker is better than their hacker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah, I totally follow. It's rules for thee, but not for me.
We're not seeing that at all. We're not seeing that the ruling class has, special privileges that we don't have.
Right.
Money can get funneled places that you and I don't see. And, okay, remember back in medieval times?
No, I don't, because I didn't live then.
No, history books, okay?
I know, teasing.
Lords, ladies, serfs, peasants, right?
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have realized this yet. And this is what we're getting ready to talk about in the chat. But it used to be that we had freedom here in the United States, and I've thrown up the air quotes again. Freedom.
Yeah.
And now we've returned to serfdom. It's actually a good book. And we're now the serfs again because the freedoms that we think we have.
Yeah.
And
handed over willingly.
And now, we've traded it for convenience and safety.
Did I say that out loud?
We've traded it for convenience and safety. And now there's even no tracking the money. So.
Okay, so let's play a hypothetical game, shall we, honey?
Okay.
Oh, sweetie pie.
Snookums.
Lover of my life. Dang.
Okay, let's play the hypothetical.
Get on with it. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say in some crazy, completely fictional land that no one here would ever know what I'm talking about because I'm making it up right now in crazy fictional land. Let's just say that this place and let's call it Crazy Land, for lack of a better Crazy Land.
Okay.
In Crazy Land, there are these leaders that have their own set of rules, and then in Regularville, which is where most people live, they don't have the same rules as Crazy Land. And the leaders up there, they can kind of get away with anything they want, even like illicit drugs, and they can do whatever they want, and they don't get in trouble. They can even basically sell out their own crazy land country if they wanted to and make lots of money. They could if they wanted to, but that's crazy, so it's not real. But if it were real, I don't know what's going on, people. If it's
It's picking up on mine as well, I think.
then I'll go over here. If it were real, here, let's go over to this one. Maybe it'll be different. I don't know, but that looks cooler anyway. If it were real, if that was Crazyville, then wouldn't that be a bad kind of thing you would want to avoid if you had, say, a digital currency that, well, they could hide stuff?
Yeah.
I don't think that's it. Is it still echoing, guys? If you could hide stuff that way, is it still echoing? Still there. I don't know what happened because
He didn't touch anything.
nah. New soundboard echo. Tell you what, let's try this. Let's see.
Yeah, just mute mine. And scroll up. Maybe there's two.
I don't know. Let's
Media
just
source.
mute everything except this, and we'll share this one.
How does that one?
Hey, we'll share this mic.
Yeah, sure. That'll work. How about now?
Is that better?
Is it better?
Still echoing. Good. I guess that's happening. Oh, no. Is it still doing it? It fixed it?
Still echoing.
Oh, everything is shut off. Let me try this. Let's go ahead and mute over here. How about that? Better? Is that better? It's not too close to the other mics, Deborah. They have their own channels. And I know all about phase cancellation. And I know about all blah, blah, blah. Okay, no echo for me, says Kiwi. I don't know. Now I can't hear you. Well, it shows that it's...
Now they can barely hear you. Now it's like really loud.
Okay, we're trying to figure out. Michigan says it's. Can you please shut that off?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So we're gonna have to do like this.
Okay. Crafting with Gene says can hear now.
Okay, I'll talk
No,
on the
can't hear
side.
that good. Oh, for goodness sake.
You're gonna have to lean in.
Yep.
So here's the question, guys. At the end of our, we're not completely gone yet, but by the way, we didn't do that.
No, it's no. We didn't do anything. He hadn't touched anything. He just went from video 3 to back to what we were listening to before, or what we were on before.
Yeah. So wouldn't it be great if you were in the leadership, the leading ruling class, and you could get away with whatever shenanigans you wanted to, and nobody could even find out or prove it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the way to go?
Awesome. Yeah.
How many of you guys have read the book? Or I know we can't hear Krista
Yeah,
because
you
she
can't
doesn't.
hear me.
She doesn't
Sorry.
like to talk in the mic.
Can I go this way?
Let's try it again. Here you go. Try your mic.
All right.
Is
How's
that
that?
echoing now? How about now? We good, guys? You got to give it a check.
Is that? It's not on there at all. That's weird. Oh, it's muted. There we go. How about
Well,
now?
If it's echoing, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the scoop. If there was a better plan to save your own butts, if you were in that fake, completely ridiculous ruling class, if what could be better? Everything is tracked. They can take away your ability to eat if you don't comply.
Mhm.
Plus, they can tax you without actually having to do anything.
Oh, sure.
It's a computer program.
Sure.
And they can get away with shenanigans. Oh, it's echoing.
I
don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to have to say good night,
Yeah.
and I will figure it out. But we're not done talking about this, guys. We'll be back. Sorry about the technical stuff. We don't know what's going on. I have a feeling that I have no idea why it's going on. How about that? I don't know. Anyway, you might be able to pick up on the idea that we don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to leave the chat open for a while.
Right.
You say.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, it's not. Mine's not echoing.
No,
because
Johnson.
yeah.
I've been in audio for my entire
No,
life.
it's not the mics. Yeah, no. We normally have the mics this close together, so the whole live stream was fine until
I clicked the play button on the video.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, have a great night. Sorry.
Night, everybody.
Sorry.
Thing that
Oh, sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands, let the hills sing for joy, together before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. Make a joyful noise to the Lord. All the earth break forth into joyous song and sing praises. Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands, let the hills sing for joy, together before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God, the salvation of our God. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God, the salvation